6. I think
five. Cinco.
Look at me get ahead of myself. I'm sorry. But yo, ladies and gentlemen, your friends are back. Another episode of No Credentials. It's your boy, AD, along with my guys here.
It's your guy, DC here, checking in.
What's going on, folks? It's your boy, MT.
Yes, sir. Another episode of No Credentials, your favorite sports podcast. We got a lot to talk about this week, fellas. The week of madness.
A lot. Yes, sir.
A lot of things are going on.
Madness.
Yes, sir. A lot of things are going on, ladies and gentlemen. We got a lot to talk about. We got Aaron Rodgers getting the bag, Russell Wilson on the move, couple players getting franchise tagged and staying with their teams for the year. Basketball, we got, this weekend was a lot of scoring. And also we're going to talk about some MVP talk. And we're going to get into, do a deep dive into the Warriors and what's going on over there. So thanks for tuning in. Let's get this show on the road.
Absolutely.
Fellas, which direction y'all want to go first? We were just talking about MVP a little bit off the air. But
y'all want to start with the hardwood or the football?
Which one? Let's talk about the bag, bro. Let's talk about Aaron Rodgers.
All right, let's go to the green.
Yes, sir. We're going to the Green Bay Packers.
Limbo.
Yes, sir. As you all know, there's been a lot of drama surrounding Aaron Rodgers, but I think now it's over for that.
Solidified.
He just got the bag. When I mean by the bag, 4 years, $200 million deal.
Pay that man.
If you divide that, if you need help with math, that's $50 million a year.
Sheesh.
Can I get like $1? But Aaron Rodgers solidified. He stays retiring a Packer. He's not going anywhere. No more drama. Mm-hmm. Fellas, I just want to hear y'all takes on now. A couple questions. What's y'all take on him getting paid? Was it worth it? And what does this do to Davante Adams now? Now that Green Bay has given him a lot of money, what's y'all takes on Aaron Rodgers getting back?
I like it. I like that he resigned and he's back with Green Bay. No more drama, no more media questions, none of that. It's now strictly football, focusing up of winning the Super Bowl in the next 4 years. And I told Ali this in our group chat. I'm like, I got A-Rod coming out with a ring in the next 4 years, bro. Definitely. I like it. The chemistry's there, the same team. Maybe, I don't know, they may move some more pieces, but you got the two top guys. You got Aaron Rodgers and you got Davante Adams.
Well, Davante's still up in the air, bro. He's still up in the air.
He gonna take that franchise tag.
I mean, where you going? Your boy is there. Where you gonna go? Like you?
No.
Sorry. No, continue. I don't want to talk to you. I'm sorry.
Nah, you really got him going to Denver, bro? Nah, don't start that. Don't start that.
Please.
If they free him,
please.
If they free him,
from.
Sorry, continue, easy. I'm sorry.
I think Davante stays and tries to get a ring with his guy, Aaron Rodgers. I believe so, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, Mike.
You know I'm a cheesehead, so
take it away.
Cheesehead.
Finally glad that the dust has settled. It's been a lot of back and forth off season. Him posting MJ and Scottie Pippen on the story on IG to start the year. The first game of the season they get blown out by New Orleans, and then they go on to win 5 to 7 straight games. But honestly, bro, I couldn't see him going anywhere else. I think Pittsburgh was somewhat of a viable option, but I don't think he really was ready to take that leap. And I think it's a well-deserved bag. We talked about years after years of failures in the playoffs, but at the end of the day, they've been the top 2 seed. Last 3-4 years in the NFC, that's been really tough.
Right.
So I agree with DC's take. I think a ring will have to be produced from this. You do not pay a quarterback this much money if you don't have any faith in him. And we've seen guys go crazy when they get the bag. So this is Aaron without the bag. Who knows what he's going to be doing with the bag? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And if you Davante Adams, obviously, franchise tag is a little iffy. You definitely deserve a big number. But you're getting a franchise tag to play with arguably the best quarterback right now in the league.
Run it back for one more year.
You know what I'm saying? So, you got Aaron Jones, you got A.J. Dillon, you got a healthy Tanya coming back, that O-line. Defense took big strides this year. They definitely did a great job against San Fran. San Fran didn't have any offensive touchdowns that game. So, I think the carpet was laid out for Aaron. I'm glad he decided to go back. It's home. And I'm glad the organization put all the bygones in the past and gave him the money that he deserved.
I feel like that being nice.
Mm-hmm.
All right? The pressure is on. Okay?
Absolutely, though. Absolutely.
No more Instagram, no more whatever, no more going on the Pat McAfee shows talking about what you got to do, no more putting your feet up on national television, okay? None of that. You got your money, you got what you want. The pressure is on. No flopping in the playoffs against San Fran.
I feel you, bro. I mean, especially with no Tom Brady, right?
Right.
No more Peyton.
The only
more
road,
Drew Brees.
the only blip in that road is that have to potentially have the Rams come back structured. That's the only obstacle I think in the NFC. Now that Russell Wilson,
they can beat them.
Now that Russell Wilson's gone, I mean, San Fran is still there, so I'm not going to say anything about that.
Well, who's their quarterback, though?
Trey Lance, don't worry. No, as long as Shanahan is still there, they're a problem. And Debo. But the pressure's on now, I feel like. You got 4 years now to at least get a Super Bowl, in my opinion. He has fallen too short many times, especially winning MVP and then going to the playoffs and losing in the first round. That's like, you can't do that as an MVP, in my opinion.
Right.
You know, so you got to really, now that you have it, no matter what, even if, you know, you don't have Devontae Adams, you have to will that team at least Super Bowl or I think just the conference, the NFC conference finals before you get there, in my opinion. So
definitely.
The pressure is on. I think it's really going to be tough now for Green Bay to re-sign Devontae, especially he's been there all his career. He's put up monster numbers. He's always on the, I guess, at least top 20, you know, player of the year. So I would take that franchise, try to run it back for one more year. And if they fall flat on their face again,
time to skedaddle.
Time to get out of there, maybe somewhere else. But the pressure is on Rodgers. I'm happy for him. $50 million a year. You know, I mean, it's 153 guaranteed, but just sounds
still
good.
a boatload of money.
Still a boatload of money for his career. I mean, he is a great quarterback. 3 MVPs, I believe. No, I think it's out of 4 because I was looking at the stats. Peyton Manning has 5. I kind of forgot Peyton Manning was really destroying the league when he's here for a second. I'm sorry. He has 5 MVPs, but you think about it, 1 Super Bowl. Aaron Rodgers, he has all these MVPs, but 1 Super Bowl. Right. Tom Brady has maybe 2 or 3 MVPs, but
the GOAT.
So I'm not even going to try to do that to him. So, in my opinion, right now, I just think the pressure is really on Aaron Rodgers. 4 MVPs, 1 Super Bowl.
Peyton Manning this past season.
Come on. So,
it's great. You need that ring, baby.
Definitely to solidify. What do you guys think? At least 1?
I mean, I think he can get multiple, bro.
Okay.
Honestly,
if he plays to that potential, and you can say multiple, but
I think he just needs 1.
1, bro. 1 out of the next 4 years. 1.
Like you said, there should be no excuses.
Really, this is it.
No more Brady.
They got you Randall Cobb. They got you.
No more Drew Brees.
Green Bay has did everything to make him happy.
Core guys. You got your core guys.
So
core.
You got
make it happen.
4 years to figure it out. All right, I think we jump on to another quarterback that's made some big moves. My boy Russell Wilson is free from Seattle.
Sierra.
He's been traded to the Denver Broncos for Drew Lock, a lot of first-round picks, a couple second-round picks.
That surprised me.
Fellas.
That was a surprise.
Go ahead, ZC. I know I see you rolling. Go ahead. What's your takes on now this move?
I am surprised.
What's your thoughts of Russell Wilson now in Denver? What do you see for them this upcoming year?
I see a great future for Russell. Great overall team. I feel like that was an upgrade from going from Seattle to now Denver. I feel like that's a little up the hill for you. So you got a good defense behind you. You got I gotta pull up. Let me pull up right now.
Still got Bradley Chubb.
Let's talk names on the roster for Denver.
Jonathan Simmons for that defense. Their defense been stopped. Like I feel like you're saying, they've always been a quarterback away. And I mean, we see what happened when Denver got a quarterback. You know.
So you got Melvin Gordon and Javonte Williams in your backfield.
Right.
That is a plus. All right, you got your running game. Now wide receiver, you got Jerry Jeudy. You have Cortland Sutton. And Tim Patrick.
You get throwing Hamlin in there for speed.
Phil, comparing to Lockett and Metcalf, maybe a smidge of a downgrade, but I feel like that's how that even or a little bit high above that. But I'm not gonna take away from Metcalf and Lockett, but I do like those wide receivers on Denver. And now on the flip side, for your defense, you got
Patrick Surtain.
You got Justin Simmons at safety. You got Bradley Chubb, like you just mentioned.
Patrick Surtain at cornerback.
Right, yep. Patrick Surtain, cornerback. Who else? Who else is a big name on here? I think I heard some good things about
Their front four. I like their front four and their linebackers as well. I always felt like they was a quarterback away from really making a push in the playoffs.
Absolutely. Needless to say, I feel like Denver is playoff contention, bro.
Right.
Chip contention with Russell Wilson. We gonna see.
Right.
That's my take right there. I say playoffs.
Before I let the hater,
Right now.
Before I let the hater, I'm gonna skip the hater. So this is about to be the toughest division in the NFL. It was the NFC West.
Who's in there? You got
Pat Mahomes, Herbert, and
Ooh.
Derek Carr. And now you got Russell Wilson.
That's tough.
Potentially, all those teams could make it to the playoffs.
That's tough.
Two of them did last year, but one of them really is gonna have to, I don't know. I think I have high hopes for Denver. Honestly, I think Russell Wilson takes them over the top.
Yes.
This reminds me what happens when that man that everybody thought it was over because he had a neck surgery ended up coming back and throwing 55 touchdowns.
And did he win the Super Bowl?
And I mean, they lost the first shot, I think,
Oh, okay.
but they won the Super Bowl the next
year. Okay.
They beat Cam.
Right.
So I think definitely we got a mobile quarterback who still is good. I think that offensive line is a huge upgrade. The weapons are, I would say, also another huge upgrade because you have a three-headed monster now instead of just two.
Right.
And you don't have to see Jalen Ramsey anymore. He's taking out 1 year.
Said 3-headed. It's a 4 or 5-headed.
4 or 5-headed.
You
You got
got
running
backfield,
game,
bro.
yeah.
That backfield, that running game is still important.
And the tight end that's about to step up to tight end 1 is pretty good. Like I don't know he lost Noah Fant in that trade, but he's pretty good.
You could create him and make him fucking great.
And what you bring in now is a winning culture because Russell has been there. He's been in the playoffs.
Yes.
Most of these guys are young, they're fresh, they still, they want to compete. So I think
Now, can he mesh with just the coaching staff? Head coaches.
Is the head coach is Green Bay OC Hackett.
Okay.
So I think more offensive minded. I think he's in a prime position to really do well in my position.
And how old is Russell Wilson?
He's up there. He's in the
33.
30s. He's 10 years in the league. 10 plus years.
Not bad.
I got high hopes for Denver, man. I'm happy for Russ. He's got out the bad situation. Seattle's about to rebuild.
Let's get this hater going.
Fellas.
Let's hear him.
What you gotta say over
Is it because
there?
you on this side of the room? Is that what it is?
I guess so, bro.
Y'all laying the red carpet out for me. No. I think it's a great move for Russell. It was really hard to see him last year, ditching and dodging behind that O-line. Like you said off air, you and I could probably put on some pads and
You hit him with a move.
hit him with a little. My only question is, and DC brought it up, was this the right landing spot for Russell Wilson? You know what I mean? I think obviously the Aaron Rodgers decision played a role in this because John Elway really has a liking for A-Rod. And I'm not trying to discredit Russell Wilson. He's a tremendous football player. I just think he's kind of an option B. You know what I mean? And if you're a Denver Broncos fan, waking up with Russell Wilson compared to Drew Lock is a great upgrade. I'm not going to question that. My only concern is he at that point of his career where he's ready to carry an offense? Because there's always been kind of skepticism of maybe, that Legion of Boom was the reason why Seattle was in those championship opportunities. And I'm not going to take anything away from him. He also had Marshawn Lynch in the backfield. So let's not say that Seattle did not equip him with the right pieces. My only question now is you guys are listing a lot of young, unproven players. Can he shift this culture? Can he change this locker room and buy into Russell Wilson's style? That's the only question.
That's the goal.
As a leader. I tremendously think he can. Okay. It's a very tough division. You're going to see Mahomes twice a year. You also see Justin Herbert twice a year. Derek Carr is no slouch. The Raiders are tough and gritty. But shout outs once again to John Elway in the front office. Did a tremendous job. Home run, in my opinion. It's just for me, will he be able to thread the needle is the question. And I think Russell can. These other guys, I'm just not too sold on. And Noah Fant was the only guy that I kind of had a feeling that could be a good option for him. Jerry Jeudy is a stud.
In fairness, that's the only person Drew Lock can get the ball to. That's why he looked good.
Nah, Fant is a beast, bro.
Nah, he is. I like him. But I think the tight end behind him is going to be pretty good too. And you said, it's something that we have to wait and see. But I think getting that guy elevates it. I.e., what happened, like I said, with Peyton Manning, what happened with Tom Brady. Once you got that guy, guys start looking different. Guys start playing different.
So, you don't think, say for Mike, you wide out, right? You at X. So you spread out to the Y and you look to your quarterback and you see Russell Wilson and you think he's gonna get the ball to you?
Of course.
Versus who just got out of
Drew
that?
Lock. Of course. I'm not questioning that. I'm just, for me, like...
So I think guys are
They're gonna play
match
harder.
that energy.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. My thing is, like, this feels like Stafford, but the Rams are already a top-tier team
Right.
in the NFC.
Right.
You know, he still had Aaron Donald before he was there. They still had Robert Woods. They still had Cooper Kupp. All those tremendous pieces. For Denver, this is kind of going to have to be an overnight thing. So if year one, you know, you get into the wild card and you lose in the second round, I still deem that a success. I just want to see the Super Bowl Russ. We want to see him back in the Super Bowl.
Right.
This is the purpose of this trade.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want to see him dipping and dodging, getting sacked. It was terrible, bro. It was really hard to see.
His life.
You know, and you know, like you guys said, Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf are no scrubs. But the fact that he didn't have enough time to get them the ball
is
crazy. Really on Seattle.
Yeah,
so
100%.
Gracefully, he did it the right way. He didn't request out. He didn't delete all of his posts on Instagram of him in a Seahawks uniform.
Oh my gosh.
He did it the right way. He gave politically correct answers, and they blessed him with a nice destination. That's the way you go about it.
If you don't know who's he, you know, alluding to, he's talking about
referring
Kyler.
to.
He's talking about Kyler.
Atrocity.
Oh
and look how
my
much
God,
Aaron Rodgers
man.
getting paid, bro. You want that?
Yo, bro,
I think not.
That's a different time for a different
I
day.
think not.
Still got faith in you, Colin.
Right.
Word.
Facts.
I mean,
facts.
like I said, congrats. I think we all agree on congrats to Russell.
Yeah.
That division, like I said, I can't wait to see him versus Pat Mahomes. Both teams healthy and going at it. That's gonna be a
Bro,
good.
I'm looking forward to
Herbert
football,
too.
bro.
Right.
I am
Even in
looking forward
Vegas,
to
I can't wait to see all that.
Facts.
So like I think personally right now, toughest division. As long as everybody stays healthy, toughest division in the NFL right now. No,
For real.
the NFC West was tough, but I think now with Russ out of there, right now you got the Rams, 49ers,
The AFC overall
Seahawks.
is just...
Yeah, and the Seahawks are smart. I told y'all this is how I would trade. I'm not trading a guy that I know is pretty good or great in the same conference.
Yeah, smart.
Get out of here! I don't want to see you. I don't want to see you because it was speculation that he was probably going to go to an NFC team like Washington. Offered the boatload for him. Like they offered a whole bunch more picks than Denver did, and Seattle's like nah, because you know potentially you have to see him again.
He would have ran the NFC East, though.
Right. He definitely would have.
Would have ran it up.
He would have made
The
that.
Washington defenses. Ooh.
That's a perfect, segue to what we're about to get into with these sad guys, these sad boys.
Attend Hut.
Right.
Commanders.
We're gonna get. Y'all want to go with the Commanders or Cowboys?
No, let's go.
Let's go with the
segue that
Commanders.
You know, it just happened today. Carson Wentz was traded from the the Colts to Washington Commanders. Fellas, how do y'all feel about Carson now moving back to the NFC East? He's coming back.
Great move.
You think? Go ahead. I'm gonna let you guys go with that. How do you feel about now Carson Wentz moving back to NFC?
I'm surprised that he.
Definitely.
I'm not surprised about him going to the Commanders. I'm surprised that he was traded
Yeah.
by the Colts. Like the head coach, he had a great history / relationship with the head coach. What's his name again? Give me 1 second. I'm sorry. I apologize.
I feel like I know. Right. Frank Reich.
Frank Reich.
Yep.
So great relationship with Frank Reich.
Yeah, his best careers.
Going back, stemming from what was it? I could have sworn I heard a story about he got recruited. He was recruiting him from out of college.
Mm-hmm.
Went to he got drafted to Philly, right?
He was
If I'm
OC.
not mistaken. OC there gets hired in Indianapolis. Goes and get Carson Wentz,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like a Cinderella moment. Now, today, he's out of there. And speaking about Carson Wentz, that surprised me. That honestly, Carson Wentz did have a mediocre kind of year this year. Not talking numbers, talking more so wins. Like he wasn't, living up to the hype that he was supposed to live up to. Had definitely an MVP caliber running back in Taylor. Pretty good defense. It's just a matter of you got to put the numbers up on the board in the offense. So I mean, they may have seen something that I'm talking about, like the front office for the Colts was like, damn, we got to move on. Very interesting. Now talking on Wentz, we'll see what you do with the Commanders. I don't know what he's gonna do with that.
I mean, you got Scary Terry, Curtis Samuel. You got my boy, the running back. Gibson.
Bro, I honestly don't see much success for him, bro.
Chase Young's coming back from ACL. That defense is pretty
Sweat.
stout.
The defense is pretty good.
Defense is pretty good. It's just he has to play. And Carson Wentz, he's the starting quarterback, right?
It's like the same situation.
It's similar. It's similar.
We need you.
I don't know. I think like he's tanking. It's going down. It's downhill.
He's losing that luster.
Down here.
Like, go ahead and
I think it's a great move.
take a swing on this.
I think he gets a shot at redemption. Obviously, number 2 pick, 2016, led the team, Philly, to the Super Bowl, gets hurt. Nick Foles comes in. People kind of forget that he was the guy that was orchestrating that offense for that team and for Doug Peterson. And, to be honest, he blew the game against the Jaguars. We were here watching it, and I remember talking about it, and everyone had the Colts. We did the parlays that week. We all had the Colts winning, going to the playoffs, and then we all got the notification, and they stunk it up. They put up 11 points. I just think if you're Indianapolis, this is a poor scapegoat. You started the year 1-4. You go on to be 9-2. Mm-hmm. Then you lose the last 2 games of the season where you had a win and go in playoff scenario. Is Wentz the reason? Yes, but at the same time, it's kind of the whole team's fault, right? Like, the defense could have played better against Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguars.
Right.
Special teams had a few issues that week as well, giving up bad field position punting-wise. So I just think as a whole, the Colts are kind of in disarray right now. Obviously, Andrew Luck's retirement set them back because that's your QB for the future.
Right.
Wentz seemed like the sensible pick, right? Number 2 pick, 2016. He could step in. 27 touchdowns, 7 picks is not a bad season for a quarterback.
Not bad.
So
that's what
I'm looking at the Commanders, and like y'all just said, Drew Lock compared to Russell Wilson. Taylor Heineke versus Carson Wentz, I would take Carson Wentz in a heartbeat. You know what I'm saying? This guy, Heineke, looks like he should be working at a car dealership. You know what I mean? He ain't. Let me just say he ain't it. He ain't it.
He gave Tom Brady a run for his money, man. Stop it, bro.
That was week 6, right? Nobody cares about that. Anyways, this is an upgrade. Wentz, I still got faith in you, bro. I tuned into the Hard Knocks too, and I thought that, that could be his resurrection. It sucks because when you become a QB for Washington, it's kind of just like a sign that you want to downgrade. You a Fitzpatrick kind of guy, a Kirk Cousins kind of guy, an NFC East quarterback, But that's where he started. So he's familiar with the Eagles. I know he can't wait to go back to Philadelphia because things ended ugly there.
Oh, they're going to boo the shit out.
He's familiar with the Giants. So, 6 games back in the NFC East. I'll give Wentz maybe 9 to 10 wins. I think he's going to shock some people. I think that Washington defense, you mentioned Terry McLaurin. I think he could get like close to double digit.
Okay.
I just think it's up in the air right now. My initial reaction to that was I was kind of surprised. Like you all say, I was shocked to say he was on the move, but I kind of figured that, especially like you alluded about him losing to the Jaguars. But you want me to go full speculation? I'm gonna go full speculation. Somebody needs to watch this. I'm gonna be right on this. Watch this. I'm telling y'all, watch this. Jimmy G's already in the bag. Okay, Jimmy G's going to be a call.
But that's
why they made this move already.
You think so?
To have a team that can potentially win a lot of playoff games and get rid of your starting quarterback, you already have something already in place. I'm telling you, maybe tomorrow in the next couple of days, Jimmy G, you will see. Jimmy G,
love.
You ain't serious. Jimmy G, you will see alert. Jimmy G has been traded to the Colts for such and such and such.
Isn't he a free agent, bro?
Nah, they're trying to trade him. Watch, I'm telling you. The Colts, I'm sure they got a backhand deal already. They was like, okay, we're getting rid of this guy. Jimmy G's our new quarterback. Hopefully he takes us over the top.
Do you like
that?
Folks, Ali got Jimmy G.
I like it.
You like that? You like Jimmy
Colts?
G?
I mean,
it's all speculation. We're not sure.
I've seen him with Debo, so I know him and Jonathan Taylor gonna work. All they gotta do is hand the ball off.
Mm-hmm.
Hand the ball off.
You got Pittman. You still got Ty. You still got. I think
Boyd
Boyd retired.
Jimmy G is a very good game manager.
Yes.
Like I would not. He's a quarterback, but he's a game manager, bro.
Mm-hmm.
7 to 10, 86 yards.
I think
handoff.
But Dallas is still trying to figure a lot of stuff out.
Bro, sorry to cut you off. Did you hear about the Giants picking up Trubisky?
Because he looked good in Buffalo. That's why.
Picking up Trubisky?
You got to think about the OC. The OC came from Buffalo. And that's who resurrected his career. We're going to touch on that in a second. But
oh my God.
Trubisky?
Yes. Listen, I don't. The NFL is sometimes a weird place. But think about it. The NFC East is a wide open.
That's the future, though? Okay, we got to say this for the
Trubisky's going to give Daniel Jones and run for his money?
Yeah, that just.
I mean, that don't sound too off guard, bro.
That just looks like
typical.
Two backup
Giants.
quarterbacks trying to fight for something.
Hey man,
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Do you
Yo.
think, I mean, this is kind of a segue, but I'll ask y'all this. Do you think the Giants could have offered a better package to Seattle for Russell Wilson?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
I would give him Daniel Jones because Drew Lock is maybe a little bit. I mean, Daniel Jones is a
Bro,
little better
I'd
than
give
Drew Lock.
you Daniel Jones, Evan Ingram.
Yep.
Yes.
And picks.
Take Galladay.
Take our picks this year. Here, we got 2 top 10 picks.
You keep Saquon.
You got Galladay. You got my
Kadarius
boy
Toney.
Yes, Tony. And then
You can get rid of. You give him Shepard too. Here's Shepard. Take him. Take his contract.
He injury prone.
Exactly. Take that contract. Here's our first 2 picks of this year.
Because like it just processed to me when you said the Giants. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yes.
The Broncos acquired Russell Wilson.
Listen,
and Seattle was willing to trade him.
We don't. But,
After
but at the
last
same
year
time,
they denied it.
At the
They
same
denied
time, though.
it.
But at the same time, I'm trying to tell you, you don't want to trade a guy in the same conference. You'll have to see him. You don't want to see him.
Yeah, but Ali, New York is far from Seattle, bro.
But they'll play them though. They'll play them at least once. If you
Right.
want to see that, you're rebuilding, and this guy is fresh with a brand new team and they healthy. If they're
I'm just
replacing,
thinking, like,
they'll smoke them.
realistically speaking, that's
But you gotta think about it. You don't want to see that guy. You don't want to see him, especially if you're rebuilding.
Yo,
And they cut Bobby Wagner too, right?
Yeah, so
Yes,
he's
they clearing house.
yeah,
they
they're
clearing house.
rebuilding.
Yo,
full
free-
That
rebuild.
means Jamal Adams.
Free Lockett, free Metcalf.
That trade is looking bad.
Yo.
Real bad. Pete Carroll, I don't know. They're gonna try to figure this out. But back to
Giants do better.
the NFC East. So we're gonna pray for the Giants. Let's talk about another team in the
Oh,
NFC East.
brother.
The sad Cowboys. I don't know if you guys know, but they're trying to figure out a lot of gymnastics, salary wise.
Yo, free Amari Cooper, man.
Right.
America's team.
That's just for the media. But supposedly there's been speculation around Amari Cooper and DeMarcus Lawrence that they may be traded or released. Amari is due $20 million this year, and
I could have didn't. I thought they released him.
nah, he's
still-
not yet. Because think about it though, Dak has had his best years when who's on the floor. Amari
On the
Cooper.
field. Yeah, Amari Cooper.
So I guess they're still trying to figure out is that still going to work, or maybe CD is going to be the number one. So my question for you guys: Is this a smart move? Is this a smart move for Dallas to let him go?
No.
You know,
No.
DC said
No. You keep Amari Cooper. What are you talking about?
I think
$20 million though. That's what they don't want to do
I
though.
think
All right. Baltimore, pick up the phone. Go get Amari Cooper right now. Baltimore, BMO, go get him. Go get him.
What you doing, man?
I think it's a smart move.
To let him go?
To let him go.
Like
You trust-
politically, it's tough. I feel you
It's
because it's Amari fucking Cooper.
You trust
Like,
CeeDee Lamb?
Yeah,
He said CD is number one.
yeah. I think him, Schultz, and Pollard need more touches. That's the problem because when people think Cowboys, they think Dak, Ezekiel, Amari Cooper. Those are the first 3 names. Those guys, their system, like Ezekiel is a system running back at this point. I'm not even trying to throw shade. Like he's not going to give you the 3 downs that he gave you early in his
You're
career.
right. Yes.
So Tony Pollard should get a little bit more salary wise. I think you bring in another receiver. You re-sign Michael Gallup, who I think
It's coming off ACL though.
still though in that slot, to take that pressure off. Because bro, like you just said, CD and Amari are fighting for the number 1 option right now, bro, and it's clearly not going to work.
I think CD's clearly the number one because I feel like a lot of people have seen that. No, not CD. I'm sorry. Cooper is really the number one because people feel there's speculation around CD because he's dropped a lot of passes.
Right.
That's the thing. You can't be number one. You drop your passes.
Is Amari holding him back though? Is the question.
No, you
We'll have to
fill in
see.
that space. You compare. Let's talk about the Chargers. Mike Williams and Keenan Allen.
Right, but then Mike Williams is that outside guy. Keenan Allen is that slot guy.
Inside.
For Amari and CD, it's like I like to be outside. You like to be outside.
I feel like Amari could. I mean,
I feel like Mark's an inside guy.
They're both
He
tangible though.
he's
They can go inside outside. Why isn't that working?
dangerous route runner.
Dak.
It's something.
I think
like
it's
I
Dak.
said, it seems political.
That's what I'm saying. They
I
gotta,
think it's Dak.
They gotta do some
I
gymnastics
think
for
Dak
the
is the
money.
problem.
I think it's Dak.
Nah, I think
it's
Dak.
Dak.
I think Dak could get
It's
the ball
Dak and his
wherever.
decision making, bro. It's his decision making. He got to make better decisions.
It's that Santa Claus motherfucking McCarthy to begin with.
Nah, he's not calling offensive plays. That's this
But
dude.
he's still like, you are a
What was it?
representation of your coach.
Mhm.
And trust me, I'm a Packers fan. I know a lot about Mike McCarthy. And if y'all think LaFleur is messing up right now, no. McCarthy, A1 suspect when it comes to the playoffs, bro. Head is cut off. like a chicken. You saw it, bro. We saw the QB sneak with 9 seconds left. What are you doing? What are you doing?
I forgot.
And then you have the nerve to call out the ref to say you didn't have enough time to spike the ball. You ran a QB
10
sneak
seconds. You lose
under
one off
10
10 seconds right there.
So, to bring this back to Amari Cooper, if I'm Amari Cooper, it's like, of course I want my round every year. You said what? It's been 18 years since they made
25 years.
25.
25 plus. No, 25
plus since you made it out the first round.
Baltimore, pick up the phone, go get Amari Cooper.
Yeah, Amari just,
Yeah, we're gonna have to do, because it looks like Dallas is leaning. In my opinion, I feel like down the line, maybe in a year or two, they're gonna have to rebuild. Because you paid DeMarcus Lawrence a lot of money, you might get released him or trade him.
I mean, if you want to rebuild now.
But the problem is you gave your quarterback a multi-year deal with a lot of money.
Defensively, though, I think this is a political move. They want Micah Parsons to be the face of the team.
Yeah. So
and he's a beast. He's a stud. Don't
so you're gonna get rid of DeMarcus as well.
Of course, bro. Tom, he was injured for majority of the year. We saw how good that defense was without him. You still got Trayvon Diggs, still got some playmakers. I just think you need to get rid of the highest billed players and just, you know what? This is what we got.
Young talent.
CD, it's your 3rd year. If you don't give us this many catches, and you know what I mean, it's similar to like remember AB and Juju with Pittsburgh.
Yeah. That's the vibe I get too.
You know what I mean? You gotta pass the torch somehow.
Yeah, but think about it though. Once AB left, Juju was never the same.
But CD is better than Juju.
We'll see. We'll find out.
No. We'll see.
Really?
I'm not saying Juju. No. Compare those two.
No. Before he fell off, Juju was having.
It's a problem.
Good season.
The problem is though
he's putting up good numbers.
He wasn't getting doubled. Now imagine CD getting doubled.
I think CD is a dog. I think.
No, he is a dog.
I like Dalton Schultz a lot.
We gonna run this back, right? This is episode 5. You gonna hear me say it again. Dak and his decision making. Going forward, let's go forward. If Amari Cooper does leave, CD Lamb comes to number 1. Right. Later down the line, when we watching next year, this season. Right. Let's watch Dak and his decision making.
Shout out Dak, man. That's my fantasy QB, man. That's maybe I'm a little biased.
Definitely is.
Very biased.
Definitely is.
When he had them 5 tutties against the Eagles,
biased.
Decision making was on fleek. You know what I'm saying?
That's great and all, but playoffs what?
I agree with you.
Exactly. That's what it's all about. You haven't won in 25
But the thing is, bro,
since I've been alive.
I just talked about scapegoats. Like, if you're the highest paid receiver on the team and you lose in the first round, you know the blame is coming your way.
Yeah, of course.
And I mean, he has been injured for mostly every season.
He had that incident when he went to the Mavericks game. He didn't have a mask on. He got suspended because he's not vaccinated. Like, obviously for any other player, that's whatever. But if you're the highest paid receiver, bro, and you're doing stuff like that, and
Yeah.
But I still think, like I said, Cooper's still a dog. I don't see a reason why they wouldn't pay him, but I just think right now they want to pass that torch to CD. They want to get Dalton Schultz more. They want to get Tony Pollard more. They
better make that decision now and
get it going. Like I said, I feel like they're going towards a rebuild because I feel like the best year was last year. Now
they had a great year. They had a great record.
You can't really pay them. I mean, you get 6 easy wins from the NFC East, so yeah. But
Cowboys should be winning every year.
As we moving on, do you guys want to talk about sad news or you want to talk about a couple guys that got franchise tag?
What's the sad? Oh,
it's sad.
Nah, we ain't gonna touch on the sad news. We can leave that alone.
Let's talk about these tags, man.
Let's talk about the franchise tags.
Free agency is open and guys are getting picked up.
I saw some interesting names here, bro. I ain't gonna front.
So just some notable names that got franchise tagged already. Jesse Bates from the Bengals, he's going back, great safety. David Njoku from the Browns. Dalton Schultz, the tight end out of the Cowboys. Mike Gesicki is going back to Miami for 1 more year. Orlando Brown for Kansas City Chiefs. Who else?
I like Bates.
Yeah, I like Bates too.
Devontae officially got the tag too.
I like
Mike
that.
Wood.
Cincy, that was great by Cincy.
Yeah, definitely.
I agree with that.
He's the best safety.
I agree with Miami.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Tua's security blanket.
Yes, absolutely. And then I gotta agree with the Browns.
Right.
In Cleveland.
No, they also got Hooper, so I don't really agree with that. I really don't agree with that. Unless they're gonna run a 2 tight end system, I just feel like Njoku has a lot. You see a lot of potential in him. Mm-hmm. I just feel like I want to see what happens if he gets, like, let's say a great quarterback, like maybe a Russell Wilson.
Okay.
See what happens with that. See, if he really takes off like that.
Tampering.
Nah, they're not gonna listen to me. There's still a ton of guys still in free agents, but Harold Landry out of Tennessee, he got the bag. They just gave him the bag. Who else just got the bag? Mike Williams just signed the bag too.
Yes, sir. Oh, yes, sir. Chargers. Yes, sir. Pay that man. Pay that man. Smart.
St. John literally almost gave him a championship.
Smart guy there. Smart guy.
Fantasy.
Secure the bag, Mike Williams.
This guy a championship.
Secure the bag. Secure that. I love that. Chargers core stay together. Love it.
Yes,
I'm hyped for Herbert, man.
Yes, sir. He got a good core over there, so I can't wait to see what he does.
Yes, sir. That's the only way it's up, Herbert. Yep. Let's go, baby.
Guys still available though. Devontae. Oh, the Green Bay Packers. Okay, so I'm sorry. Devontae was franchise tag.
Yeah, 20.5 million.
20.5. I'm so sorry.
Carlton Davis.
Still out there, or did he get tagged?
I think. No, he's still out there.
They tagged Godwin. Chris
Godwin was tagged. That's who I wanted to bring up.
He got
coming
tagged.
off that torn ACL, my brother.
I think they want to see. They want to see how he looks like when he comes back.
Nah, he's still gonna be a stud, bro.
I think
he's a beast.
In the NFL, you can bounce back from ACL.
It's just for him. Who's gonna be throwing the ball?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Who's gonna throw the ball,
That's
Gronk?
definitely a good question.
They gonna have Gronk run quarterback?
Nah, that's definitely good.
Cut that out.
I heard teams are also pursuing Jameis Winston, like out of New Orleans.
Hey.
Now, the other teams are.
Hey.
Tampa, let's get him back.
We're gonna see, man.
A second chance,
Run it
bro.
back.
Yeah.
I wonder who is the Steelers gonna go after.
That's another thing I want to talk about. The Steelers.
So a lot of teams still got some holes.
Yeah, bro.
Because the dominoes are falling. Aaron Rodgers is gone. Russell Wilson's gone. Jimmy G is potentially gone.
Yes.
Carson Wentz is off the list.
Jimmy G to the Steelers.
Nah, I think he's going. I'm telling you. I
would prefer that. But I would prefer him.
I like that.
I want him to go to the Colts, bro.
The deal is done already with the Colts.
I want him to go to
the Colts. Already. The deal is done.
Alright, so I'm gonna give y'all the top 11 quarterbacks. I know we kind of segueing, but you got Jameis at number 1. Mariota is still available.
Ooh.
Trubisky, who you mentioned.
Oh my God.
Coming to New York, man.
Ryan Fitzpatrick. You got Teddy Bridgewater. And now, fellas, we get into murky waters. We got Colt McCoy, Tyrod Taylor, Andy Dalton, Jacoby Brissett, and Mr. Sparknotes himself, Cam Newton. Y'all seen that?
You just listed a lot of backups. I ain't see it.
No, I didn't see that either.
We can talk about another day. He's a clown, though. Just look up Cam Newton Sparknotes. I got you. I guess some free time.
You just listed a lot of backups, man. So I think the quarterback free agency is really thin, in my opinion.
So notable names, really. Winston.
I mean, I will give Tyrod a shot. I think
Tyrod.
This help aside, him and Bridgewater when they're not hurt,
they make great managers. But the problem is, I think Tyrod has a better arm than Bridgewater.
Yes,
I think way better. So I would say Winston and Tyrod are probably the two best options left.
Right
on that. And if I'm the Steelers,
Mariota is also pretty solid as well.
Yeah, but he's a runner, bro. I don't think he can throw the ball.
Yeah, but
he throws like a knuckleball.
Bro, look at Taysom Hill, bro.
Nah, that's because New Orleans was drinking something. They was drinking that gumbo.
Oh, they call him the next Steve Young. So
yeah, they were drinking something. I mean, he didn't run over the Giants.
It's crazy.
He's a fullback.
I would like to see Mariota.
Too much of a high fucking praise for that man.
I would love to see Mariota get a chance in the Giants or the Bucks. You know,
Mariota.
He throws a knuckleball, bro.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I love Mariota, but I'm not too sure about his where he's gonna go with his future. But like I said, I agree with my man Ali over here. Between Winston and
Tyrod. Those are the best two options left. Unless I'm wrong with Jimmy G, somebody better steal him. I'm telling you, that deal is done.
That too, bro. He's not a free agent.
That deal is done with the Colts already, bro. They made that trade. They said they called San Fran and said, "Yo, give us Jimmy G. We're gonna get rid of this guy." They said, "Done."
I got some receivers for y'all too, man. This receivers list is pretty solid. So
still got Odell.
Obviously, number 1. Devontae, you just signed. Still got Allen Robinson, Will Fuller, Jamison Crowder, who got some Jets, T.Y. Hilton, who's kind of at the end of his career, but could take a vet minimum. Y'all mentioned Juju, Emmanuel Sanders, A.J. Green, Sammy Watkins, Zach Pascal, who ironically is on Indy.
Yes.
Zay Jones from Vegas, Rashard Higgins, Cleveland. Byron Pringle.
Where's Odell?
Bro, this is a crazy ass list, bro.
Odell's here, bro.
Odell's on there.
I guess it's going.
He's low because I guess the ACL injury.
Nah, it's what they made last year. So Allen Robinson made $17 million last year on the Bears.
Nice.
Cedric Wilson, another name from Dallas. That's what I want.
They re-signing him.
Yes, because he gets scared. So when Gallup went down, he did a great job.
He picked up.
Yeah, Deshaun Jackson is still available, even though he has a little bit of mileage. Christian Kirk, Arizona.
I heard they're trying to give somebody's gonna give him the bag.
Nah, that is a hefty
this is a
wide
and of course Odell. So this receiving class.
I love it.
Yeah, but you got to make sure you got a quarterback.
Yeah, facts.
I mean, Byron Pringle off rip. You already know that's that guy.
Touchdowns. But that's Pat Mahomes throwing the ball up.
But you saw that touchdown he had against against the team that lost to? Oh, against the Bengals.
Yeah, but that's Pat Mahomes throwing
Most
the ball.
young boy in the red zone. I was like, jeez.
This is Pat Mahomes throwing the ball. Remember that.
Nah, these wide
But this wide receiver class is loaded.
That class. Somebody, they all get in the bag. Majority of them, because that's talent.
I'm saying, like, I feel like Will Fuller didn't really play too much last year, right?
Injuries
and injuries suspended.
But good.
And Albert Wilson is nice too, but he ain't really played too much last year. I mean, yeah, I don't know.
If I'm somebody smart, if I need a wide receiver, go snatch up Aaron Rodgers in the script.
Baltimore better take a good look at this list, man.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying. They need to help.
Solid number one.
God, bro.
Solid wait, where AB?
Oh my.
All right, on to the next story because we can talk about
No. They're not gonna silence us, bro.
We're gonna talk about
AB. I'm gonna give y'all two minutes. 2 minutes. I promise.
He's
2 minutes.
retired, bro.
I promise.
He's retired.
Bro, he's trying to buy a franchise.
He runs Donda.
Hello, this is Mike's segment of the podcast.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna give y'all a little pop culture, a little debrief from the script here. Y'all could do this too, you know. We all take in different forms of media.
I'm cool.
But AB, man, he had to sit down with Ryan Clark and a few of the I Am Athlete members. They had a little podcast session.
I'm shaking my head right now.
And again, this news, I don't care. Y'all can receive it the way y'all want to. Do y'all know who AB's receivers coach was in Pittsburgh? Who refused to play him?
Who's the receivers coach?
Just take a wild guess.
I have no idea.
Take a wild guess, DC.
I have no clue.
Bruce Arians. Bruce Arians was the receiving coach for the Pittsburgh Steelers, as well as the offensive coordinator.
So he's seen firsthand what type of guy he's dealing with.
No. AB said, and I can't really quote because he was talking hot, but
disconnected.
Essentially, he said that Ben Roethlisberger had to be the one to be like, yo, we need to play Brown. Like, you keep playing all these old heads. You playing Hines Ward. You playing all these old... Bro, that time is done. We need to play AB. And he said since then, him and Arians kind of never saw eye to eye.
It's been a rip.
And who was the coach that told him to get back into the game? And he said no, Bruce Arians. And I'm not saying that this is all speculation, but I had no idea this. I didn't know Bruce Arians was his receiving coach when he first got to the league. You know what I mean? I didn't know he was the offensive coordinator in Pittsburgh for those years.
That's why they got rid of him. They felt like his relationship with Ben was too close. So
exactly.
That's why they shipped him out.
Yeah. So just a little tidbit for y'all. All I said, I needed 2 minutes. I wasn't talking nothing crazy. Nothing music related.
I'm sorry. It doesn't move the needle. It didn't move the needle at all. He's done.
That's all I'm saying, man. Y'all gotta know y'all sources, man. I didn't know Bruce Arians.
He's out here trying to buy franchises.
Yes.
And stuff like that.
He's trying to buy a franchise with
He's trying to
Kanye
pit
West.
out the palace, man.
Whatever, bro. That song was meant for Pittsburgh. But
yo, AB, man.
Y'all want to talk about this guy real quick, or y'all want to move on to the hardwood?
Pull up.
Let's move on.
Pull up to the pod.
We'll move on with that. Time to go to the hardwood.
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you weren't, glued to your TVs this past weekend, it was a
crazy.
great weekend that just passed by us, especially on Sunday.
Everybody's getting buckets, bro.
Nah, definitely. We'll talk about Saturday. The King, he started this. LeBron James dropped 56 against the Warriors. We watched that. We came here after the photo shoot, seen that. It was crazy.
Bro.
And then...
I don't know how many times I got out of this couch and ran.
Not right. I'm telling you, he was too high.
Pull up. 3.
Pull up.
Bang!
He did it for Matthew Stafford. We also got on Sunday, we had Middleton go for 44 against the Suns, the finals rematch.
Great game.
They got Giannis out the game early. Another great game. Jason Tatum dropped 54 against the Nets.
Fuck you.
With KD there.
Killed my ticket.
That was a great game.
Oh my God.
Jokic dropped 46 against the Pels. The one that's overtime did great right there. So, fellas, which game was most impressive to you? I asked that question. Which game was the most impressive to you over that weekend that just passed by? Who had the best scoring output for you?
You forgot Kyrie, bro.
That was yesterday.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah.
We could throw in Kyrie.
Kyrie had a 50 piece
against the Hornets yesterday.
somebody else. I can't
It's been
remember.
good.
I want to go with Bron just because of the Lakers and their ugly ass season they're having.
Yes.
And backpack. You know, Bron is carrying them like literally in a suitcase, trying to carry this damn sorry team. Gotta say it. I mean, it's proof is in the pudding, right in front of my face.
He was like, I need some or something.
Facts. He had to sit out the next game, man, because I'm carrying that too much. But I'll say right after that, I got to go with Kyrie. You didn't mention Kyrie, but I got to mention Kyrie. 50 piece. How efficient of a 50 piece it was.
That was the most efficient ever 50 piece ever recorded.
That is amazing, bro. Like, we are witnessing greatness in Kyrie. I'm a huge Kyrie fan. If you ain't know, Kyrie Irving, shout outs. Great game. Beautiful game.
Play basketball.
Beautiful. And I want people to understand too. If you don't watch The Shop, hosted by LeBron James, I think it's on HBO.
Mm-hmm.
Please tune in. Great show. And I just watched the past episode, and it talks about the difficulties and these athletes and how they perform it. I want to highlight Lamar Jackson, and people don't really understand what these athletes have to go through or how they're playing or how difficult it is to play these sports. And the reason why they're getting paid $20 million, $30 million, $50 million a year, because this shit is very difficult. It may look easy on your TV screen, your computer screen, your phone screen.
Make it look
however you're watching it, they make it look easy because they're professionals and they've been doing this all their life. And I just want to clarify that this is very difficult to do.
High level.
50 points, like that's tough. I want to see who can score 50 points. I never scored 50 points in my life in a game. Maybe 20.
I'll be tired about 50.
No, 50, bro? 50?
Facts, man.
That's amazing.
Like
that is great.
Like, rest of y'all do.
But I mean, you high.
That shit is amazing.
For me,
love witnessing greatness.
I can agree with the LeBron, but I like Jason Tatum. When I was home Sunday watching that game, you got KD and Kyrie,
bro.
And then no matter what KD did, or no matter what, like they had guys like Bruce Brown scoring for, no matter what the Nets did, Jason Tatum would come down. I'm killing that. No matter what momentum you had, I'm destroying it. Yeah. So that to me, I was impressed by that because he really did not give them an opportunity to come back in the game. He almost won me some money, but Robert Williams messed it up. But that's to go against KD. I mean, we seen it last year in the playoffs by himself when JB was hurt. He put up a 50 piece last. Right. They did get swept though, right? They got swept.
Nah, that was the one game they won.
That's the one game they won. He put up a 50 piece. So it's shown. I feel like Tatum has taken a leap in this game because he took right shots. It was great timing, and this game came down to the fourth quarter.
No, absolutely.
You know, it was him versus KD, and he showed, hey, I'm here to play. And I'm that guy. So I was really impressed by Jason Tatum's 54 piece. Well,
I guess we gotta go with the law of averages, fellas. Y'all already recapped that, so I guess I'll give my boy Money Middleton some credit. You know, why not? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Let you guys talk about Tatum, LeBron, number 1, top 10 pick. No. My boy a 2nd round pick. Okay. But I enjoyed both of those performances. But K-Mid was impressive to me because Giannis only had 1 point in the second half. He had 18 in the first half. Monty Williams did a great job of throwing multiple defenses at him. Drew Holiday also had a huge fourth quarter. But K-Mid, I got flashes of the finals last year. You know, he gave Mikal Bridges that work. And Bridges is a great defender. So I would say degree of difficulty, I'm not taking anything away from Kyrie, but we all know the Hornets.
Everybody.
The Hornets can give up a lot of buckets.
Drive through.
The Brooklyn Nets give up a lot of buckets. The Warriors have no wing defense because Draymond is not there. But I would say for K-Mid, going against Bridges, Crowder, phenomenal. So yeah, I'll go with boy K-Mid, man.
All great performances.
That was a great week.
I mean, shout out to the Joker too.
I think a lot of guys, are locked in right now because they're playing for seeding, they're playing for position.
It's so that post All-Star push, man.
This is the real season right here. They always say, the guys are locked in. So with that being said, it's about to get real spicy in here. You guys are about to get the no credentials. 3 different MVP lists with 3 different criteria. This MVP this year has been, I think, it's going to be a race to the end, or maybe that one game that's going to separate a lot of guys. So we want to give you guys, this is all separate. I'm going to give you my top 5 MVPs right now, the ladder. DC will give you his, Mike will give you his as well. So definitely, listen to this. I want to hear DC go first with your top 5 MVPs and your criteria based off, wins and standings Go ahead with that.
I'm gonna go off of play performance. Somewhat wins, but I got number 1, Jokic. Number 2, Morant. Number 3, Giannis. Number 4, Embiid. And then number 5 has been a toss-up, but I throw in Luka at number 5. That's my top 5 right now for MVP.
You got a lot of people screaming, especially I'm sure the national media, they were like, Embiid 4? What?
Yeah, bro, it's so tough.
Yeah,
this is a tough list.
It's a race to the end,
tough
bro.
list. But go ahead, Mike. What you got going on over there?
So I got similar names. Well, I got Embiid at number 1.
Okay.
I'm going number 2. This one was tough. I'm a Bucks guy, but I got to go Joker. Just given that roster, not having Jamal Murray, not having Michael Porter for a majority of the year, he's been holding it down. 3, I got Giannis. 4, I'm going with Bungie's man, John Morant, jumping out the gym. Crazy performances. And then at 5, I'm going to go, I'll go Luka DeRozan tied. I think they both, you know what I mean? The Bulls' record is kind of plummeting a little bit, but we knew that would happen. They got off to a hot start.
Right.
But I think, all these gentlemen are playing out their minds. And it's also names that I haven't even thrown in. You said
Right.
Chris Paul off the record.
Chris Paul, you got LeBron.
I see why not. I mean,
DeRozan.
I think it was LeBron because he about to be in the plane.
But Ali, what you got, man?
Steph.
What's your top 5?
All right, man.
What AD got?
Y'all ready
man?
for the real?
No, what does the damn Yoko?
Yeah, exactly. Y'all ready for the real Dan Yoko MVP?
Oh, he got the notepads too.
Exactly,
Shit.
bro.
So shit.
My criteria for this, I base this on standings, record, and marquee games.
Okay.
So number 1, I'm sorry, even though he kills my team every now and then, I got Giannis number 1, I got Embiid number 2, I got Ja number 3, DeRozan 4, and Jokic 5. Reason being, I got Embiid below Giannis because my argument, just like I made with the comparison between Dame and Steph, Embiid's best year, which is this year right now, is the everyday numbers Giannis is putting up for his career. Okay,
I agree.
so it's like I'm gonna give this guy. You guys are talking about his. I understand he's leading the league right now in points, but Giannis is behind him by maybe a hair.
Right.
I think Giannis right now currently he has a better record than the 76ers.
So it was close.
It's close. They chasing Miami for the number 1 seed. So there's a lot going on. Marquee games. I feel like Giannis has. You've seen on national television go crazy. So has Embiid. Ja as well. Ja has gone crazy. Put up some crazy numbers.
Philly, Milwaukee,
highlights.
2-3 right now.
Exactly. So it can change. I'll base it off that. DeRozan is up there on number 4 because that marquee games. You saw the double buzzer beaters, averaging 30 for like a week.
He had to make my top 5 based off of that.
Exactly. And the reason I have Jokic so low, I understand he's putting up crazy numbers, but he did the same numbers last year. And unfortunately, his team is still in the middle. They haven't, made that jump. I understand, granted, he's missing 2 of his guys.
2 starters, 2 vital
But still,
starters.
I just feel like being that MVP, you can try to will that team to at least.
6 seed though, bro. That's
You can try to will that.
West, bro.
Think about it. The last time that we gave somebody MVP for that record was Russell Westbrook, and they were 6 seed, and he had to average a triple double.
Right.
So that's the reason why he's not that high on my list. It's because like I said, for staying his record in marquee games, I feel like the guys ahead of him, they've definitely shown, and then Ja has taken a huge jump, and I think the reason why Embiid will get it this year because there's going to be voters fatigue with Giannis because he's doing the same thing every single year.
Difficulty.
Same thing. I mean, I think we've been trying to.
You gotta shake it up though, bro, because you can't keep having this. Like,
I mean, the guys stop him, man. The league stop him.
Cause like,
Stop
I guess
him.
for my criteria, like, I saw a bunch of MB clips today, and like I said off air, under 2 minutes, you already know who's getting the ball for Philly. And these were different kind of shots, bro. These were pull-up shots. These were threes. I seen him kill your boy Vooch in Chicago, like back-to-back threes, sizing up, mid-range. He's got in better shape as well. That's been the biggest knock on him, that he's not in shape. He seems more focused. I would say this is the most focused I've seen MB play. And he was without his second best player, arguably for majority of the year, right? Like Ben Simmons didn't even show up to practice. Right. And before Harden gets there, you're still a top 3 seed. You're the number 1 option. I feel you on the numbers though. Like Giannis makes 29, 14, and 6 look easy, but that's not easy. But like you said, the voters' fatigue ultimately is gonna push Embiid.
He's gonna push him out.
Giannis is right there though, bro. Like
Unless
I'm a Giannis guy. Like
unless he has a marquee game, I think.
Yeah. But I think Embiid, for now, he probably got it in the bag. Harden is going to help boost that because Harden's going to set him up beautifully.
He's feeding me.
He just had 43 last night, right? Or a couple days ago.
Yeah.
43 and 14. So, he's going to get more 40-point games. He's probably going to end up winning it. But I'm with you with the Giannis because I'm saying right now, the threes, the pull-up jump shot, nobody's going to be able to hold him.
Crossover, the handles, like
every aspect of his game that was bad or needed work from last year, he's retuned it.
Free throws.
Easily. Over 70% from the free throw line, bro. For Giannis.
I'm saying, this dude's best year.
Right now, we're shrugging right now. We're shrugging.
It's
crazy right now.
This year's,
right.
this
we didn't even
guy's
talk
best
about
year.
Luka.
Yes.
And what Luka be doing.
I just feel like Luka has caught on fire this second half. First, he's came off a little slow, so that's why he's really not
bro,
even.
he's making Reggie Bullock into a shot maker. He's
Yes.
making Dorian Finney-Smith. And the criteria, most valuable player. You take this guy off the team, what is the team? What are the Mavs without Luka Doncic?
Yeah, lottery.
They are akin to the Pistons.
They're a lottery team.
Right.
I like Jalen Brunson. I like Dinwiddie, but take Giannis off the Bucks. You still got Drew and Chris. You take Embiid off the Sixers. You got Harden. You know what I mean?
Right. Listen, I just want to say it's a lot of good basketball being played, and I'm enjoying watching the NBA.
Nah, definitely. I mean, fellas, it's gonna be a race to the end. I think in this year. Even with also we could have threw in a rookie of the year, but we'll say that for another episode.
Yeah.
I just think it's gonna be a race to the end in my opinion.
Of course, always is.
Like I said, right now nationally, I think everybody likes Embiid, but look at the numbers, peeps. Look at the numbers. Numbers don't lie. But these numbers also don't lie for the Warriors. They won yesterday, so they ended that 5-game losing streak. But it's been glaring.
Man.
It's been glaring that they need Draymond Green back.
Yeah. What was our previous question or the last take in the previous episode? Who was more important? Was it Draymond or CP3? Yeah, that was the question.
Yeah,
that was the question.
It's looking like.
And what we say,
CP.
I said Draymond.
Yeah, I said CP.
He's important.
Yeah.
I think
Very
Dre's
important.
important.
He's highly important. CP not looking important right now. Cameron Payne stepped in and they looking pretty good still. They win a game still, and unfortunately the Warriors are losing. Like,
I would be worried
Right.
if I'm going to state because
now the lowest of keys, I feel like they're
Word.
not, because I feel like they're trying to save him for the playoffs to try to get right. Because I mean, worst case, they're battling for the second seed because Grizzlies has caught up, and I think they kind of own that position.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the Warriors, they've been there before. Most of those guys, the core has been there before. So it's like, why rush back and put more tread on your body?
This is my question I'm going to ask y'all though, because we kept saying this before Clay got back. And now Clay has been back and,
playing so far.
I'm not trying to throw anybody under the bus, but he's been subpar.
Mm-hmm. We know who Clay
Outside
is.
of that game against the Lakers when he had 30, he hasn't really, and again, he's still getting his feet under him. But my question is like, all right, we kept saying when Clay get back, team will get scary.
Mm-hmm.
Keep saying when Draymond get back, team will get scary. Keep saying when Wiseman get back, who's gonna be the final? You know what I'm saying? Like nobody else is gonna come back. This is y'all team. You know. Are you gonna, like we said early on, and I told y'all this: Wiggins, Poole, Otto Porter, Toscano, Kuminga. Which one of those guys is gonna solidify and say, all right, I'm gonna be the fourth or fifth option? Because we already got Steph and Clay. We know Dre don't really score too much, but he commands a lot of offense. Who's gonna be that fourth or fifth guy that could close the lineup with those guys?
Kuminga and Poole.
That's what you're going with.
Even if
after those, not sold on that at all, bro. In the Western Conference playoffs,
they're looking good, bro. Cause think about it, we trusted Cam Johnson came out of nowhere. He was a young guy. I know he just came out.
4 years though, bro.
Still
4 years. North Carolina played in college championship game. Kuminga, I like Kuminga. 19, still a raw prospect though. Jordan Poole.
But I think once you get in a good culture, it elevates your game.
So you still got them going to the WCF, the Western Conference?
With the Phoenix, yes.
I don't.
With Phoenix, yes.
I don't.
Who do you have?
I have the Grizzlies.
Grizzlies and Phoenix?
Yes. I think, for me, like, I love Steph and I know what he brings to the game, but I just feel like this team is going to fall short.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, Draymond will be back in a week. Yes, things will be restored, but I don't see the same energy and zip from the beginning of the season. Like, you know what I mean?
But it's a long season. It is. I think they low managing Draymond because, like I said, this man doing interviews,
Bro, I'm
doing
trying to tell you, his
podcast
back is
commercials.
cooked, bro.
No, it's not, bro. The
back
man
is cooked.
I see videos of him putting shots. I feel like he's good.
Now,
Yes. Obviously, we've seen that Draymond's a huge vital point to them.
but yeah.
I just think they're low managing him for the playoffs, and then we'll really see. Hopefully, Wiseman is he's going to play with the G League.
He's
team.
playing a couple G League games. I saw that too.
We'll see. I want to judge them once they have everybody back. Let's see what happens. Definitely, but I think we all can agree that they need him like tomorrow.
Desperately.
I mean, they beat who they beat? The Sad Clippers.
But they just came off a spanking from the Knicks.
Exactly.
That demoralizes your whole team, right there.
So you're not ready to motivate, especially for a team that's trying to play for a seeding position.
To be respectful to New York, I want to throw in Randall. He did have a little 40-piece, yesterday?
Against the Kings, bro.
For what? We're going to be in the
lottery. You and I could get 10 points against the Kings.
We're going to be in the lottery.
Well, I'll shout you out, Randall, for dropping that.
Shout out what?
All right.
No shout out.
Bro, they already 28 and 39. You should have did this 20 games.
We'll shout you out for that 40-piece. Good job.
Ooh,
Good
tomatoes.
Now, wait. I ain't finished my take. Can you do that consistently, please?
No.
DC, you know the answer to that question, bro.
No.
You're going to look up the box score. It's going to be another 1 of 11, 8 points, 9 rebounds, and 3 assists.
I had to sneak the Knicks in there for a little bit, for a second.
Bro, he needed to do that.
Let's
for
give
his
a real shout out because tomorrow, before we get out of there, I want to talk about tomorrow's game. Y'all know what tomorrow is? March 10th. Nets in Philly. Ben Simmons will be on that bench.
For what, bro?
It's reported that he's not playing, but he will be there.
What's wrong with him?
We're still trying to wait and figure out.
I'm confused.
But
I don't give a shit. I'm glad he's sitting on that bench.
Why are we not?
I wish he was playing.
Why are we not playing?
I wish he was playing. He's not ready yet.
Ben Simmons, hurry up, bro. I'm trying to see you. Trying to see you on the court, bro.
The great, yo. I'm telling y'all. Once he get back, it's a wrap.
Yo, hurry up.
Wrap for what?
Hurry up, bro. Hurry up.
Wrap for these.
Ben Simmons, I'm trying to see what's up. I'm trying to see
I got
you.
Brooklyn, Milwaukee
trying
again.
To see Durant. Trying to see Kyrie.
Yeah,
Brooklyn, Milwaukee, 7 games.
Because my thing is a lot of things that made sense to me is that I want to see the Philly now. Potentially, I don't want to see them in the playoffs with that atmosphere. You in the playoffs now and it's really raunched up.
They're gonna choke up.
Who?
Philly. Bro, I'm telling you.
Ben Simmons gonna disappear.
I mean, but you got KD and Kyrie.
Yeah. So I wish he played this game. Even play 5 minutes and then get out. Somebody.
I'm Ben Simmons. I got high because I got who? Durant.
Who I got tomorrow before we get out of here? Who do you got?
What, Philly and Nets?
Philly and Nets. That's a marquee game tomorrow.
In Philly?
Yes, in Philly, ESPN.
I'm taking Nets.
You want Brooklyn?
I'm taking Brooklyn, bro. Kyrie
Carter's
and
gonna fold, bro. He is going to fold,
I think we're going to
bro.
agree. Kyrie and KD versus James Harden and
I got KD dropping 30 plus.
Matter of fact, I got a mic lock. Harden gonna get hurt, bro. I put. Oh my god.
Yo, bro, you got a couple hours before the tomorrow hits, bro.
Damn, that's
I guarantee you gonna see it, bro. He gonna go up. He gonna blow a tire, and then next thing you know, Harden questionable to return.
Oh my
he's gonna play.
God.
He's gonna bail out, bro. He's a bailout.
He's gonna play.
I got KD 30 plus.
At least
yes, KD, you need to get 30 plus.
30 plus and a W.
We're gonna see who's right once the episode goes up.
Damn, who gonna guard Embiid though?
35 and 5. Drummond. Yeah.
It's gonna be a good battle. But Drummond gonna get bounced. He's gonna get bounced out.
He gonna get like 3 fouls in the first 3.
But hey, what are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to do?
It's Embiid. It's tough.
Throwing Lil Durk, Claxton.
Oh, nah, I can't wait. You're gonna have Meek Mill in the building.
That's food.
That's gonna be a movie. Yeah, it's tomorrow, 7 o'clock, right?
Tomorrow, 7:30.
Prime time.
TNT, right? I'm sorry.
All I'm saying, Ben, you better come out with a fire fit, bro. You better come out with the fucking.
They're gonna boo him.
Gucci, Balenciaga.
When is he expected to return?
There's
no time taken?
2 weeks, maybe, hopefully.
Oh.
Speculation, those 2 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, they just saving him.
Right.
For the play.
We're gonna see who's right once the episode goes up because we can post this a couple days from now. So, we'll tune in and see. We'll probably catch the game and see who wins. I can't wait to see what happens tomorrow.
Absolutely.
And this week, there's still a lot of stuff to come this week. Before we get out of here, sad to see that Kyron really was suspended for the whole year because of dumb betting.
Oh yeah, let's talk about that.
Yeah, before we get out of here. Yeah.
He knew what he did.
Unfortunate. It's unfortunate, but you shouldn't be doing that, bro.
It is what it is, bro.
Definitely.
He ain't the first and he ain't gonna be the last.
He's out for another year, right? Because last year he played a couple games and he had to take for his mental health.
The thing is, though, bro, how many players do it and don't get caught? Is the question.
Oh,
the players that are not like they don't impact the team. I'm sure guys like
whoever is smart enough to maneuver and not get caught.
I'm not condoning this, but won't you have like your mans? Like, yo, place is better for me.
So I said yesterday.
Yeah, I don't. But I'm not. That's neither here nor there. You cannot bet as an NFL player or
As an
athlete.
NFL got that shit on lock.
You cannot play.
Contract. It's in the
It's
contract.
in the contract. It's on the wall. It's everywhere.
Pete Rose, man.
Right.
Be smart.
Learn from the past. But
Learn from Pete Rose, man. It's the reason why that dude ain't in Cooperstown.
right.
And it's crazy to me, bro. I looked up his stats, bro.
It's crazy. Now he's a Hall of Famer. But
Bro.
we're gonna get out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Please like, subscribe. Your boys gonna come back. You know, what little baby say harder than ever. Let's go, man.
I was gonna say, I thought you were gonna say we heating up. But
Yeah, we heating up too.
Absolutely.
I'm heating
I'm heating up.
No crew dads.
We'll see you
To the
guys.
top.
Peace.
signing out.